Welcome back to the reading of Reclaim Yourself by me, Jessica Nuñez-LaMarre. Chapter 16, the three-step rediscovery process, external. In this chapter, I have created the three-step rediscovery process for the following areas where we tend to get stuck in external negative patterns: judgment, gossip, and complaining, perfectionism and control, and overworking. The three-step rediscovery process for judgment, gossip, and complaining. I have read Gabby Bernstein for a while, and her book, Judgment Detox, Release the Beliefs That Hold You Back from Living a Better Life, was deep and a great reminder of the importance of releasing judgment. One of the greatest liberations is to release judgment for myself and others. Consider how much you judge. Judging what your boss just told you, judging your coworkers for telling you how to do something, judging each assignment that comes across your desk, and judging yourself for making a mistake, typically complaining about all these judgments to yourself and others. Then justifying it in your head. They did this or that, and that is why I'm mad, angry, upset, annoyed, or fill in the blank. This is not to say to disregard how you feel. The purpose here is to look underneath the judgment. What healing needs to occur? If you take time, you will start to notice patterns. The same things will continue to come up in your life. For example, say you always feel taken advantage of, or you feel that others take credit for your work, or people are always giving you assignments at the last minute. The reason these things continue to happen is that they are signs pointing us in the direction of what needs to be healed. As an example, maybe in high school, other people used to copy your paper, and you felt that if you didn't let them, they would be mad at you or not like you. Possibly resistant, and even with resentment, known or unknown, you let them. What does this have to do with your work life today? Well, this may be why you feel taken advantage of. This may be why it irritates you when others take credit for your work. Every irritation and frustration point us to a place inside of us that need to be healed. A place inside of us that needs attention and love. If only we take the time to love ourselves. What I have learned on this journey is that every judgment is a self-judgment. Right now, you may be thinking, no, I am not like that person or those people. What we judge in others are typically shortcomings in ourselves. It may be our insecurities, something that we want but don't have, something we lack in ourselves, or someone we are jealous of. Some judgments have been taught to us, like to treat other people differently because of how they look, act, dress, or speak. All of what lies beneath the judgment we can't consciously see. Judgments are based on our experiences and opinions of what we are observing. It takes work to see what's underneath. Every judgment that comes to my awareness, I look for what's hiding underneath. What are my beliefs around the situation or person? What do I believe I'm lacking? What needs to be healed inside of me? Judgment can often lead to gossip. Gossip makes me feel uncomfortable. When I find myself talking about someone else or listening to someone talk about someone else, I pause and ask myself, is this productive? Am I lifting others or tearing them down? Think about when your manager makes you angry. You want to call your friend, coworker, or spouse and tell them what happened. When we gossip, we deflect what needs to be addressed in us, healed in us, and put it on to the other person. While yes, we need to process it, my recommendation is to write about it. Write out what happened, how it made you feel, and what part of it was most impactful, how it felt in your body, and what hurt you. Then write what you learned from the experience. What part of you feels most hurt, and what may need to be healed. What's underneath the hurt, pain, anger, and resentment is trying to come to the surface to show you what needs to be healed. How many times do we complain throughout the day? Think of how exhausting that is, repeatedly reliving the difficult situation we are complaining about. There is a part of us that feels the need to be heard, wants our problems to be heard, and wants our voice to be heard. a part that wants to feel validated. Like our feelings matter and what we want and need matters. While this is true, we are trying to fill this need from a place of lack and from a place of not having it. We complain about sleeping, eating, exercising, family, friends, work, cleaning, the weather, driving, the roads, other people, and the places we go. If you are saying right now, I don't complain that much, watch yourself throughout the day. Listen to how you speak about your life in general, about the number of emails, texts, and calls, the lack of amount of time you have, or the lack of things you have. Just watch. When I stopped complaining and started living, I opened a space inside of me to allow life to be, to allow me to enjoy life and to see what a blessing it is. I now look for the good in all. While sometimes it is hard, I still look from a place of love. I focus on the present moment as much as I can and just know what a true blessing it is to be here on this earth at this time. It is a privilege to live each day. Quote, "It is a privilege to grow old." My sister, Jennifer Calhoun. Here is the 3-step rediscovery process to help with judgment, gossip, or complaining. Take 3 deep breaths and then begin the rediscovery process. Again, if you're driving or operating heavy machinery, wait till you find a safe place to do this. Step 1, realize, become aware. Notice when you start to judge, gossip, or complain. Just notice what you notice without judgment. Do I judge to avoid being judged? Do I judge when others are different from me? Do I judge based on what others wear or look like? Do I judge based on gender identity? Do I gossip about others to take the attention off of me? Do I gossip about others to make myself feel good? Do I gossip about friends? Do I find myself complaining about almost everything in life? What do I complain about most? What feelings come up when I judge, gossip, or complain? Does it feel good in my body? How do I feel after I judge, gossip, or complain? Do I feel concerned after I judge, gossip, or complain that others will do it to me? Step 2, reconnect, honor, and accept. Get curious about your judgments, gossip, and complaining. Maybe judgment, gossip, or complaining were learned from your upbringing. Maybe you heard the adults around you talk about others, judge their lives, or complain about one thing or another. Could a part of you that judges be using judgment towards other as a protection mechanism to keep you from feeling hurt, sad, or unsafe? Could a part of you that gossips use it as a protection mechanism to keep you from feeling insecure? Could a part of you that complains use it to try to get the help you need, or be trying to keep you from feeling bad when times are tough, or when it feels like others have it better? Breathe as you notice where in your body you feel this need to judge, gossip, or complain. Place your hand on that body part and keep it there as long as you need to connect to that part. Get curious about it and have compassion for it. What brings forth the judgment? What do you not want to see in your life that is showing up as judgment or gossip or a complaint about someone else? When did you learn to judge? Who taught you this? What is this protecting you from? What is gossip keeping you from seeing inside of you? What does this part of you want you to know? Step 3, release, listen to what you need, forgive, and bring in unconditional love. Healing can be as easy as breathing into all the feelings that come up when you start to judge, gossip, or complain. A caveat, this is not easy. It can be rather difficult to breathe into these feelings when it happens. As a reminder, you are not these feelings, nor the thoughts, nor the behaviors. You are the one who sees the feelings flowing through you. Imagine you are looking at yourself having these feelings and feel all the hurt, pain, anger, sadness, frustration, and irritation. Feel the feelings under the judgment, gossip, and complaining. Feel it as you breathe. Imagine breathing into your heart. Feel your shoulders relax. Feel your chest relax and feel your jaw relax. In this place, where you are connected to the parts of you that have spent a lifetime trying to protect you, what needs to be shared? What do they need to hear? Who needs to be forgiven? Do you need to forgive a part of you for wanting to judge, gossip, or complain about someone or something? As you complete this process, allow the emotions to flow and the tears to fall. They've been waiting for years for this exact moment in time. Allow yourself to fill your heart open to more love. Give thanks for this healing because it is complete. So, that's the end of this section. And what I will add is that there is a difference between observation and judging. We can observe something without judging something. We could say, that coffee table is square. That's an observation. A judgment would be, that's an ugly coffee table. I don't like the square. There's a difference between an observation and a judgment. So just keep that in mind, that discernment in mind as you're moving through life. Have a good one.